tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
And a nice job by the offense picking up the blitz, understanding that extra guy was coming, and creating just a little bit of a hole for that running back to slither through and get some positive yards.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
3rd down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Brewster. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Caught behind the line. It's Campbell. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
After trying the running game on 1st down, they come to the line on 2nd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment, defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Here's the give off the left side. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And here comes the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fair catch called for, but a flag is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Wide open downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm. He takes his steps. And, man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it on the outside. It's Brewster. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Smith. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
And into the end zone for a touchdown.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive, cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and the capper a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And both of these teams have anchors in the middle that you build your defense around.
And everybody just seems to look to these two guys when there's a big play on the field that needs to happen, right?
They're making all the calls. They're making sure that they're in the right spots, run, pass, getting everybody organized, and they do it at a high level.
Finds his big tight end. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up a little bit.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Robinson will throw. Makes the grab on the left. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there and create a negative play.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll bring it back. It's Zimmerman. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right now.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Leaves it with the running back.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's going to pass on second down. fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They're trying to get to it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know, I think that was nickel right there, and I do like bringing in an extra DB. Why? Not only can that guy cover in the slot, but he can also blitz. You can kind of disguise and hide what you're doing because you got more guys that can really rush the passer or cover in the back end. So nice disguise, nice play.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Right back to it. Still running at the 40. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They'll try the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Smith. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Now the play fake. Looking for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out. It's Zimmerman. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Makes the tackle at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Touch pass on the right. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Grabbed in the middle, it's Campbell. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making the tackle for a loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A 3rd and long coming up here. It's a draw. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense holds. 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
After the 1st down completion, it's 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. The sure hands, it's Parks.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the 1st down.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. The give to the right. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get louder.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Calls his own number. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. Headed to the end zone. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. They took it 68 yards on that drive, and the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll try the right side. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff from the gun. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Campbell. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wide out in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Love the play by the wide receiver because he didn't get lazy. He adjusted his route accordingly, so the depth got past the first down marker, and now he's helping out his offense keep the drive alive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quick release on the RPO. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Smith. Tripped up for the tackle.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to throw for it. They're working that left side. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against 3rd down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Campbell. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
From the gun, running back on the move.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quick strike complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now this offense is back on the field. Robinson looking to pass. Makes his connection. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the 1st down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Grabs it in the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man, makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Parks. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver, runs the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Feeling some heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. And holding on to a 1st half lead, this offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, fellows, the end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Houston. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside historic Rice Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the 2nd half. He'll bring it out. It's good. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Off the RPO, completes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Robinson will throw. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Pick up for 5, and it'll be 3rd down and 5.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. And boy, is he close to that first down. Maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. Running it back, it's Zimmerman. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll run it from the gun. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Yeah, you start day one training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Finds the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He'll keep it himself. Oh, my, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and pick up the first down.
And I just love having a decisive quarterback. Like, give him options, but he makes a decision, sticks his foot in the ground, says, I'm going to get the first down, and he gets it.
From the 30-yard line on first down. They'll go to the ground. Jukes his way for more. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brewster. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. was an absolute sledgehammer on drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake, throw an interception, or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got his.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They marched 72 yards, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Off he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Yeah, and listen, QB's got to find ways to push the ball down the field and make sure defenses don't just sit in zones and stay shallow. Nice job by the QB. Push it down the field. Make some big plays, baby.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, he was open. He had an opportunity. Just got to look that thing. A lot of times guys are catching it, and as they're catching it, you see their heads start to turn to try to think about getting upfield, and they just lose that concentration for a second. A little missed opportunity there for this offense.
It's a reverse. Oh, what a move. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This offense can break off explosive plays, throwing it and running it and doing it in a variety of ways, and I like how they get their receivers involved. Nice job there on that jet sweep getting the first.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Use the play fake, now to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Trying play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. What's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Nice job by the defense there, mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. And he missed it. No good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11. grinded up, run over him football. That last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Going up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Smith.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game. This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you in bounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Robinson looking to pass. Finds his tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on ton. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that 1st.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting offensive guys and staying in the gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man down the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Robinson will throw. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's right on target. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point in the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Decision time coming to this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed behind the line. It's Campbell.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
This offense has a 2nd down play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Singleton. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
The quick out. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. 1st guy couldn't get him. 2nd guy finally did.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
And I think this is where coaches really earn their money late in games, right? It's in the 4th quarter. You got the lead. Do you want to stay conservative and run the football? Because I see the defenses, they start to get aggressive, and so sometimes you can take the other hand and take advantage of it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Comes out throwing on first down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Just over a minute to play, they're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.